How many times have you, a friend, or others complained about the excessive salaries being paid to professional athletes? Complaints about how no player is worth $25 million a season, or about teams with payrolls in excess of $100 million. It's constantly discussed on sports talk radio and in bar rooms. Sports are a multi-billion-dollar-a-year industry, and they play an integral part in American culture. The large salaries that professional athletes earn has caused much debate over whether they are overpaid. I'm a die-hard sports fan, and I cannot tell you how many times the topic has come up amongst my friends. I'm sure you have too, even those that don't watch sports. The industry would not subsist if not for the players. They put their bodies on the line and have a limited time to earn money. The average salary is less than many other high-paying careers. Playing sports at a professional level takes unique talents that most people do not possess. Comparing them to other more noble professions, or saying fans end up paying the costs, are futile arguments. Professional sports bring in billions of dollars every year, and without the players, the industry wouldn't exist. Professional athletes not only earn the money they make, but it's deserved. Compared to the amount of money that's brought in, professional athletes only receive a small fraction. Professional sports is a multi-billion-dollar-a-year industry. Yearly revenue per sport, according to Fox Sports, NFL average is $286 million per team, MLB is $237 million per team, NBA is $152 million per team, and NHL is $88 million per team, according to McGraw. The players are what the fans are paying to see, not the owners. The owners are making profits from ticket sales, merchandise, advertising revenue, and broadcast deals. This money is brought in because of the players. Without the athletes, there's no revenue, yet they only receive a small portion. Playing at a professional level is dangerous and wears down athletes' bodies, and their careers are short-lived. Athletes risk injury every time they play, and those injuries can be career-ending. Those that play professional sports have considerably shorter careers than most people. According to Attor, having a career longer than 15 years is the exception rather than the norm. Most other professions last 40 to 50 years or more. Players only have a short time to earn income to secure their futures. Over time, there's a severe toll on players' bodies. Resnick reports it has been determined that NFL players' lives are cut short by 2 or 3 years for each season they play. So the average life expectancy of an NFL retiree is from the ages of 53 to 59. The average male lives to be 75 years old, meaning that NFL players lose anywhere from 16 to 22 years of life. Not only is there the risk of injury, of a debilitating injury, there's a significant impact beyond their career. When the entire spectrum of professional athletes are looked at, the average athlete's salary is less than many CEOs or other high-paying careers. Focusing on just the major league level of the most popular sports. In the NBA, the minimum salary ranges from $442,000 to $1.3 million, depending on years played. The MLB has a minimum wage of $400,000, but $2.3 million is the average. The NFL minimum depends on tenure. In 2007, it was between $325,000 and $800,000, and $413,000 is the minimum in the NHL, according to Resnick. There are a myriad of corporate jobs that pay significantly more than the average player makes. The public tends to focus on the superstars with the mega contracts and overlook the typical players. An article from the Bleacher Report points out, according to a 2007 article on CNN, professional athletes do not even make it into the top 50 paying jobs in the United States. When someone works in an industry that brings in large amounts of money, it's reflected in their salaries. Compared to the corporate world, the athletes' earnings are not out of proportion. Reaching the professional level in sports is not something that most people are capable of. Pro athletes are intimately gifted and the best at what they do. It's the dream of many children growing up to play professional sports. However, actually succeeding in fulfilling that fantasy is a rarity. It takes innate talent, hard work, and more than a little luck to reach the highest level. Resnick writes, it is also not very easy to get into the top professional sports. For getting into the NBA, there's a 0.03% chance of a college basketball player making it. Those that are able to attain a career at the professional level deserve to be compensated for their achievement. Actwork compares it to other professions where the best of the best earn massive incomes, and the athletes should be no different. There are many people who aspire to reach the level of professional athletes, but without the unique capabilities required, it's not possible. Those that have the talent and put in the work earn the money they make. There's a large contingent that feels that athletes are overpaid, considering how little professions such as firefighter, teacher, cop, and the military make. These jobs make a significant contribution to society, and sports are just entertainment. Player salaries drive up ticket prices for the average fan. Nevertheless, just because so many admirable professions are underpaid does not mean that athletes are overpaid. Furthermore, prices would be driven down if fans were not willing to pay for the cost of the product. As Levray conveys, prices are set dependent on what the consumers want and most importantly, what the consumer is willing to pay. How much athletes earn does not affect the income of firefighters or police officers or others, so therefore it's not fair to compare them. If fans were not willing to pay the cost, then owners would be compelled to make changes, but currently that is not the case. The debate over what professional athletes earn is an ongoing discussion that will likely not end. However, it is clear that there are good reasons that they earn the money they do. The players are the lifeblood of sports, and make it possible to bring in the billions of dollars the industry profits each year. It's a hard and dangerous job that has long-term consequences for a career that is comparatively short. The average athlete is not earning any more than many corporate jobs. Most significantly, it's a profession that very few are capable of. It takes abilities that most people will never come close to matching. It is understandable that some people believe they should not earn so much money while more commendable professions are undercompensated, or that the salaries make going to a game and buying merchandise costly for fans. But athletes making less would not make those others earn more. There's not a direct correlation. If fans were not willing to pay the higher prices, then teams would be forced to lower spending. It's all about what the market will allow. Professional athletes earn every cent they make. I hope I help you understand why they earn what they do and why it's deserved. Think about what I've said next time the argument comes up with your friends. Thank you.